I'm the Philosophical Bachelor, and today I'm going to talk about the experience machine. The experience machine is a thought experiment by Robert Nozick, taken from Anarchy, State and Utopia, which he wrote in 1974. Nozick is best known for his political philosophy. This book is a defense of libertarianism, human rights, and the consequences that it might lead to in distributive justice. So just to get down to the thought experiment itself, he posits that suppose there were an experience machine that would give you any experience you desired. Super duper neuropsychologists could stimulate your brain so that you would think and feel you were writing a great novel or making a friend or reading an interesting book. Or for that matter, just insert the desired experience you think you might want. All the time you would be floating in the tank with electrodes attached to your brain. So you have a fully immersive experience while you're in the machine. Should you plug into this machine for life, pre-programming your life's experiences? Of course, while in the tank, you wouldn't know that you're there. You'll think that it's all actually happening. Would you plug in? What else can matter to us other than how our lives feel from the inside? So this is the big question he's asking with this thought experiment. What else matters to us other than how our lives feel from within us? His response with this thought experiment is that we will not want to be plugged in, at least not for a lifetime. The first reason why is because he suggests that we want to do certain things and not just have the experience of doing them. So it is not that we just want to have the sensations, the pleasure that we get from certain experiences, but we actually want to do those things. His second argument is that we want to be a certain way, to be a certain kind of person. So it is not just that we want to imagine ourselves being a certain type of person, but we actually want to be that person. He says that someone floating in a tank is an indeterminate blob. There is no answer to the question of what a person is like who has long been in the tank. Is he courageous, kind, intelligent, witty, loving? It's not merely that it's difficult to tell. There's no way he is. So he's saying that if you're plugged in, even if in this machine you are really funny or you are really nice, you are actually not that person. He says, plugging into the machine is a kind of suicide. But should it be surprising that what we are is important to us? Why should we be concerned only with how our time is filled, but not with what we are? What Nozick is saying here is that we have a limited time on Earth, right? It is not just about what we are experiencing in this time that we have here, but it is our nature, how we are as people, how we are, that is important to us. So if we are interested, if we are concerned with how our lives are lived, then surely we must be concerned with how we are as people. Thirdly, he says that plugging into an experience machine limits us to a man-made reality, to a world no deeper or more important than that which people can construct. There is no actual contact with any deeper reality, though the experience of it can be simulated. Many persons desire to leave themselves open to such contact and to a plumbing of deeper significance. What he's saying here is that if we are plugged into this machine, we are just limiting ourselves to this construction that is limited by the imagination of its constructors. We are not open then to what could possibly happen when we actually meet other people, when we actually go about and do things in the world. Things might arise to surprise us. But because we are just following now a certain storyline in this machine, there is no possibility for anything serendipitous to happen, for anything that could, out of our expectation, come out to surprise us, to amaze us. He concludes that we learn that something matters to us in addition to experience by imagining an experience machine and then realizing that we would not use it. So this is exactly his point here, that by thinking about this experience machine that he has posited, the more we consider its implications and whether or not we want to be in the machine, we realize that no, we don't. Because something else matters to us. It's not only just how we feel or our experiences. He suggests that we can think then of a sequence of other machines, each designed to fill lacks suggested for the earlier machines. So if, let's say, you realize you're in this experience machine and then you think that, I'm not great enough, I'm not noble enough, I'm not kind enough, we could have also a transformation machine, which transforms us into the kind of person that we would like to be. And he says that surely after we use the transformation machine to become this kinder, nobler person, we're not going to then just plug ourselves into an experience machine. So something else matters to us in addition to our experiences and even the kind of person that we are like. We might say we want to make a difference in the world. So what if we have another machine, a results machine, which will then produce the results that we want? He draws the conclusion that it is not just what the outcomes are, what our experiences are, or even the kind of person we'd like to be that is what matters to us. What is most disturbing about living our lives on these machines is that they are living our lives for us. He says that perhaps what we really want, what we desire, is to live ourselves in contact with reality, and this is something that the machines cannot do for us. However, what if we just want to take a holiday? Isn't getting away the way we go traveling today, isn't that a kind of experience machine where we go and even though we experience those in real life, but we just want to escape, we want to break from our own reality. So maybe we will want to take a holiday in such an experience machine. What if our reality is miserable? Like in The Matrix, where Cypher opts out of being in the reality of this post-apocalyptic existence where he feels he is suffering and he wants to be in the Matrix world where he is a successful and happy person. Could we not understand why he decided to go for that rather than to be in the actual world where he's suffering? The last thought I want to leave you with is that if such a machine was invented, how will it transform our society and our way of lives? How would we be living if there was such an option available to us? I wrote this book, Experience the Revolution, to explore what if indeed we have such an experience machine. How will we react to it and what are the implications? What are the various experiences that we might possibly want? And how will this transform our society? To those who create these new technologies, are we giving them too much power? What is the political implication of this for the organization of our society? If you are intrigued by this exploration, come listen to Experience the Revolution, which is available and released weekly on YouTube, chapter by chapter, or you can read the text itself at my blog, Philosophical Bachelor. Thank you.